Welcome to the Late Night Gamble, where you dabble in a gamble whether or not our content is worth your time.
Alright, so, first, this is how we're going to run the channel. This is the first episode, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to spin this wheel, and it's going to decide if we're going to play a video game for the first episode, or if we're going to do some theory. So basically, gameplay or podcast. Alright?
Now let's spin that wheel!
I'm trying. Okay, there we go. Alright, what are we getting? Literally gambling for our videos is crazy. Theories and expectations.
Okay.
Alright. We got theories and expectations, ladies and gentlemen. So now, sorry, I'm recording on a Chromebook. This shit it's bad, boys and ladies and people and humans. I don't know.
Ladies, gentlemen, robots, and all binary genders of the compulus or
And Transformers.
whatever.
Okay, can you load faster? Oh, that'll get me canceled in 20 years. It's a joke. It's a joke. I kid. Alright. So, for the theories and expectations, we got Sparkling Zero, God of War, Red Dead, and Fallout. Let's see what it lands on. What do you think it's going to land on?
Me personally, what I hope it to land on is God of War. What I think it's going to land on is...
Alright.
But it's very Sparkling Zero.
That's what I was hoping for. I'm not even going to lie.
Alrighty.
So, let's go back to this. You go first. What is your expectations, and what do you think Sparkling Zero is going to play out like?
Alright, so based on some of the content I've seen of it, some like trailers and some clips of it and all that shit, what I'm seeing is it's gonna be like kind of like Xenoverse, where we're able to do certain missions and all that stuff like that, and we're to choose characters. We're not gonna be able to make our own characters as far as I know, but it's also gonna play out like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've played it a little bit.
Alright, yeah. I've seen it. It's gonna play out like that, but it's gonna be so much better. The picture is gonna be like beautiful. There's gonna be, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, there's gonna be realistic stage destruction.
Okay.
So like if you shoot it like say like you're Goku and you shoot a Kamehameha at somebody and you hit them into a wall, you'll send them through the wall and the wall will stay destroyed like that.
Okay, so that does sound badass. But what I did pick up on what you said is that we're not gonna have our own characters.
As far as I know, no.
Which sucks. That will be my one nitpick about the game so far, as much as I've seen and heard about the game, because I want to play as my cack, bro.
Yeah, and it's the thing that doesn't. It's just the thing that really tickles my brain is everybody hated that for Xenoverse 2. It's like, dude, that is
hated the cats?
one thing that most people have wanted your entire life, and then they do it, and you're like, this is dog shit. It's like, dog, you can't tell me you've always dreamed about being a Dragon Ball character.
Wait, so people didn't like the custom character?
They hated Xenoverse 2. That was one of the most hated games, was the Xenoverse games.
Dragon Ball Breakers!
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people forget about Dragon Ball Breakers. That game was utter ass. Like, bro, you want to just play a killer, or like a slasher survivor game? Dead by Daylight. End of story. Beautiful game. Love that game. Oh, speaking of which, I know we're kind of going off topic, but we did speak about Sparkling Zero for a bit, so we're going to transition on to something else, probably come back. So, I forget the company that made Dead by Daylight. I don't know why I'm blanking right now, but maybe it's my, like, 27 hours, maybe if not 30 hours of no sleep right now, running that no sleep gang, but, so,
money, no gang, ain't no sleep for the week. Yeah! I fucking hate myself.
Okay, but they were talking about their next characters coming up, and throughout the next few months and the upcoming year, and apparently next year we're going to be getting a Five Nights at Freddy's killer.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
And I'm really hoping that we're
Spring
gonna
Trap?
yeah,
Spring Trap, yeah.
because we've gotten custom concept trailers and stuff like that, and like fan made stuff, and it looks really good if they just like hire that fan and let the fan do the work. Because if they do that, nothing wrong will go happen. Like I've noticed stuff because some game developers will like see something the fans want and they'll try to make it, but since it's not in the fans' eyes of how they would have made it, it's not always the best.
Yeah.
But there's been game developers that have hired people
to do their work.
It is
beautiful.
it is the best. Like it comes out exactly how you want it, 10 times better. And if you don't think that's good, 100 times more. It is always going to be on top. Like,
see, that's the one thing that I love about companies is when they like take their fans in. It's like, dude, you might have had one of the best fucking ideas for our game. I want you working with my team. We need to get this out there. I can tell people fucking love that idea.
And so, like, an example of that, which is part of another game that I really enjoyed playing. You've played it a little bit, but you only got to play it after I modded the fuck out of that game. Blades and Sorcery, baby. I used to watch this YouTuber, the Red Baron. He was like a type of pirate, type YouTuber. That was his whole thing, and he would wear the pirate hat during his recordings because he could find a pirate hat.
That's hilarious.
And just so you guys know, Blade and Sorcery, it is this realistic VR sword fighting game with spells and stuff like that. You got telekinesis, fireballs, electricity, and the Red Baron would do, like, he would upload videos on the new updates. And he would say what's good with them, what he thinks could do better. He would sometimes, I think he would do mod showcases, but I'm not 100% sure. But the entire community loved him. And the creators of Blade and Sorcery was just like, yo, come work for us. And when he went there to work for them, we started getting stuff like breakable chairs, better environments, graphics updated, like everything started going to the better. And then we got our very, like, I think it happened before Bone Lab implanted mods. Like, you could get mods within the game instead of having to go to an external source, which was very convenient. And I don't want to say they did it before Bone Lab because I'm not 100% sure, but I think they did. I haven't played VR in a long time because sadly my controller's got such bad stick drift it's just not enjoyable anymore. But I used to play
which
constantly.
Hopefully in the future we'll be able to get new headsets and all that stuff.
Yeah, and just so you know, when we get headsets or whatever, whenever we can, you'll start seeing some stuff on there. Like we'll probably be doing like what's that one game Levi made me buy? I can't remember. It's a really good game. Anyways, it's like a military type game. You go out, you collect stuff, you come back, and you upgrade your stuff. Go out and you kill things. It's no, I forget. But we could play VR Minecraft, VR chat. We could mess around with people. There's what I used to do is I would select like an invisible avatar. Sometimes I would go to like public servers. Like I'll go to the Black Cat. If anybody who's watching plays VR chat, you know what I'm talking about. Or I'll go to just like furry hangout clubs, and I'll just fuck with people. And most people who play the games and usually sit by the mirrors always have name tags off because they like to be immersed. And I'll just be an invisible avatar. And I'll be sitting there narrating everything they do, be like, the wild jack is sitting there cuddling their loved one in the mirror. Just fucking with
Why
them.
did you go Australian, bro?
Because that's how you do the voice. You gotta do natural.
Nah, bro, you just like,
you gotta
yeah, blah, blah, this, blah, blah. This wild kangaroo.
Like, you gotta go National Geographic on their ass, bro. Like, it's the only good way to fuck with people.
Dude.
And it's funny because they'll freak out. They're like, what's going on? And then they'll just start playing charades and shit. And I'm over here trying to narrate it, and I don't know what they're doing. Because I think they're unclogging a toilet. Next thing I know, they're cooking fucking pizza. Like, what's happening? Like, oh, and another thing I love doing is I would turn off my boundary on my quest. And those who don't know what a boundary is, your boundary is within your play space.
Yeah, it's like a certain set area around you that's the safe area to play.
But I had developer mode on my quest, so I was able to turn off my boundary, and I could walk through my whole house while still being in the game. So whenever I would go to make food or anything, go to the bathroom. Well, not really go to the bathroom. I would take the headset off right before I went to the bathroom, because why would I take a shit while playing VR? Like,
I was taking a VR shit. You just go to the bathroom in your freaking room and VR change. But
but like, so people would just see me stand up out of my chair, you know, because I'd be playing like VR for hours, so sometimes I gotta sit down. Or they'll just see me leave my room, and then they'll just see me descend through the ground. And they're like, where did he go? And I love doing it on maps where it's like, there's multiple floors, because they'll go to the next floor, and they'll just see me in my kitchen walking around my center island, like, what are you doing? And they'll just hear me open up a packet ramen, turn on the faucet, and just hear beep, 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 and just me making ramen. And they're like, are you making ramen right now? I'm like, oh, you guys followed me? It's the funniest thing, because they just don't get it, you know? They'll never live up to that ramen VR life.
One of the first things I'm going to do when I get a VR headset someday,
What?
I'm downloading Blades and Sorcery, and I'm playing this shit. I'm going to
I'll game share it with you.
17 hours, just sit there straight, just freaking grabbing chairs, smashing it on NPCs, picking them up, throwing them.
I miss it so much, because I had the chain kunai in Blade and Sorcery, and I was able to just get over here. Like, it, because the last update that it came out right before my controllers went to shit was where instead of it just shooting out, the chain had physics. So I could
actually, like,
I could
chain and
throw
pull them.
Yeah, I could. Well, I mean, you're always holding onto the chain.
Well,
because
yeah.
that's how the weapon works. But you would throw the kunai at them, and then if there was somebody coming up at you, you could whip the chain at them, knock them down, pull them over, pull the guy you have stuck to the blade over, grab him, and throw him into the other guy. It was the best shit, like my favorite absolute weapon. I wish though that Blade Sorcery Nomad, because I don't have a big PC, as you guys can tell, I'm literally recording on a Chromebook right now using an Astro 40 mic. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
But I mean, you gotta start somewhere. You know what I mean?
You do gotta start somewhere.
But
hopefully in the future we'll be
where
able to have
did I leave off again?
Something about the last update.
Oh, right. So I play Blade and Sorcery Nomad. I know it's not as good as the original. I know it doesn't look as good, but it's better than no Blade and Sorcery. Okay. But the one thing, the modder that made the Mystic Hands, where you could basically be Doc Ock, he didn't put it on Nomad, and I don't know if it's on there now, because I literally haven't played that game in about 9 months. Oh, but yeah, it's a fun game. If anybody here that's listening or watching, and if you wanted to play the game and you got a VR headset, it's worth it. It is so worth it. Oh, dude, you remember that one time when I let you play my VR headset and you were playing, what was that, Help Wanted? In your old apartment, and I was fucking with you. I was throwing shit at you, hitting you in the nuts.
Dude, I was flipping out on you. I'm like, you do that one more time, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. I swear to God.
It was so funny. Those were the good days.
And then you were sitting behind me, and I was like, Charlie, don't do anything. You didn't do anything. I thought you did, right? And then I got jump scared, and you poked the back of my knee, and I folded back. And I'm like,
yeah. Oh man.
The mic probably peaked from that.
Probably cut out.
The peak.
That's crazy. Okay, well, so what do you want to talk about? I mean, we're kind of running out of stuff to talk about right now.
Should we spin the wheel again?
No, bro, that thing is way too laggy right now.
Let's think, Alan. What should we talk about? I mean, we gotta give people who watch our videos something, right?
Yeah.
Favorite weird late night snack combos.
Oh, bro, you are not ready. You are not ready. You go first.
Me first? Okay. I know this sounds like it might sound normal, but it also might sound weird depending on who you are.
I'm probably gonna find it normal.
Alright, you take a pickle. Yep. Dill pickle, preferably. You can use whatever the fuck pickle you want. Preferably dill pickle.
I prefer kosher sweet dill.
You cut it in half, and then you have the two halves, right? You put them on the plate. One of them you put cream cheese on. I know that sounds weird. You put the other one with sour cream. You stick them together, and you just eat the whole thing.
That it does sound a little odd. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never had that though. No.
I haven't had it in a while, but
There is one odd thing that had blown up on the internet everywhere, and I'm sitting here like, I thought I invented it, you know, because I used to drink it all the time when I was little.
Pilk?
Pilk. It is
You've got to be fucking
it's so
kidding
good,
me.
bro.
That's disgusting.
Have
That's
you ever
Pepsi
had it?
and milk. Dude.
I know it is, bro.
That milk shit's got a curdle, dude.
It doesn't. It really doesn't curdle.
Dude, you may at that point you may as well fucking carbonate the milk.
I mean, it's kind of like less carbonated because of the non-carbonated milk. You know what I mean? But like, it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad.
It's not that bad. I am the best vengeance.
I am vengeance. I am the best vengeance.
I will protect Gotham.
Okay. What's another weird food combo? Oh, I know one this motherfucker eats. It's so odd. It's odd. I'll give you that. It's odd. But he's made me try it. It's not bad. But trust me, it sounds fucking whack. I don't exactly remember the seasonings you put in it. I think it was onion and garlic. Those are always your two go-to, right?
Yeah.
And for everything. Okay. So, he would make chicken ramen.
Oh, dude.
He would add onion and garlic seasoning. And then just fucking drench that shit in ranch.
And butter. We gotta throw in a bunch of butter in it.
No. I hated it when you added the butter.
Dude,
But
the butter makes it creamy, makes the noodles slip.
Yeah, but that's the ranch already does that. It's just I want to clog my arteries, not stop them. Okay.
No. Then what you gotta do is if you do have it.
Sorry, you go first. I just remembered another late night snack.
If you have some sort of like chip, like not Tostitos. What are they? They're tortilla chips. The fucking
Doritos.
no the. You know what I mean, right?
What?
If you guys can see
Fritos?
the hand moment, Fritos.
Okay.
If you have like Fritos or something like that, crush them up really good. And, like,
By the way, for the
and then
viewers at
sprinkle it.
home that you can't see us, it looked like he was conducting an orchestra when he was trying to describe the shape of the chip.
It looks like a smiley face.
It looks like a smiley face. All right, continue.
Why did you turn it into like a less gay version of Zarba? Oh Lord Frieza!
Oh Lord Frieza!
It's a smiley face.
It's just a smile. Why? Oh Lord Frieza! These humans eat Frito chips and they look like smiley faces.
All right, it's your turn. You go.
No, you didn't finish.
No, I did. Well,
Did you?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
That's basically the general.
So
idea.
there was this. Actually, I'm gonna change. It's gonna be technically considered late night snacks, but these are food combos I made when I was young. Right? Y'all already know about the Pilk. I just talked about the Pilk. I would make, because my ma one time, rest her soul. Shut the fuck up, you dick.
Hey, my uncle's dead too. You laugh about that.
I do not. I respect you.
fucking
Okay. Anyways, hold on.
I'm
Let me take
choking on coke.
Yeah, let me take a drink of mine.
Oh, I sprayed my face.
One time she was kind of sick. She had a fever or whatever, and so I went into the kitchen. I was like, oh God, I gotta make her something to eat. Keep in mind, I'm like, what, 7 maybe? I don't know how to cook. Don't know a clue. And I'm like, what do I usually like on sandwiches? So I grabbed 2 pieces of white bread. On one of them, I spread Miracle Whip. I always use Miracle Whip, not whipped cream. Miracle Whip. Salad dressing.
Who the fuck puts whipped cream on it? Well, actually, never mind. Never mind.
But I put Miracle Whip instead of mayonnaise almost all the time, unless I get it from Subway, because I kind of don't have a choice. But Subway has the best mayo I've ever had. Anyways, so I'll get 2 white pieces of bread. One of them I'll put mayonnaise on.
You mean
Keep in mind, Miracle Whip. One piece of bread has Miracle Whip. Now, don't puke, please. The other piece would have ketchup on it.
Actually, that doesn't sound that bad.
If you have it, I will make it for you.
We don't have Miracle Whip, but we do have mayonnaise, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'll still make it for you. It is, I know, if anybody's gotten to this point and you're probably sitting there gagging, it is not that bad.
I think they're already gagging at Pilk.
Fair. And I remember one time when I was younger, I was like, oh, I'm going to make my cousin the best grilled cheese sandwich he's ever seen. And growing up...
Oh, after you're done with this, I got something to tell you.
Growing up, I never knew I wasn't allowed to use the oven. So, to this day, this is still how I make grilled cheese. Judge me all you want. Toast 2 pieces of bread. Okay? Then you take them out. You put 2 slabs of, like, Kraft or Velveeta cheese on them. You'll crush up extra cheddar, goldfish, put them on both slices after you melted the cheese a little bit, add a tiny bit of hot sauce and some Parmesan and another slab of cheese. Preferably, I can't remember the hot sauce's name, so never mind. Ignore I said preferably. If I remember it, I'll let you know. But, and then you just pop that shit in the microwave. And it comes out perfect every time. I shit you not.
Shit.
Like it's not a crispy it's not a crispy grilled cheese. Preferably I don't like them crispy. I like them soggy kinda. Well, not soggy, but like a normal sandwich.
Like soft and chewy.
Yeah, like soft and chewy, sorry. That
I was gonna say soggy's not the right
yeah,
word
that was a wrong
Anywho, speaking of grilled cheeses,
okay.
have you ever had? Now listen, this might sound strange, but Levi told me about it, and I tried it. It was the best fucking thing I've ever made in my entire life.
Shout out to our boy Levi. He makes very good content. I'll put his handle in the description. Top link.
A grilled
Top of the
peanut butter and
description.
jelly sandwich.
Oh, what?
Grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? You gotta get.
Why does that sound banger?
You gotta get creamy peanut butter, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta butter each side of the bread, so it, you know.
Well, I mean, he
toast,
grew
right?
up in like literally the Loud House.
Okay, now listen, right?
So
you put creamy peanut butter on one side. It doesn't matter what jam or jelly you use, but I use this apple one. It's really fucking good. You gotta get it so that the bread
I prefer
is like
strawberry
crunchy.
jam.
You gotta get it crunchy though, otherwise it's gotta have crunchy because it mixes well with like the melting jelly and all that. First bite, it tastes like Zeus just nutted in your mouth. It tastes like a slice of heavenly pie.
Bro's adding more to the mythology book, bro. We don't need 19 more chapters by that one sentence. Okay? Please.
He impregnated my forehead, now I'm having 17 kids.
Honestly, bro. Greek mythology is so fucking whack.
Ah, dude. Speaking of Greek mythology, we can talk about God of War now.
Nah, just because you started slipping it in like that.
God damn it.
Nah. I mean, go ahead. I mean, what do you got to say?
Okay. So, as we know from like in-game lore and all that, between God of War 3 and Ragnarok and all that, it's stated that Kratos traveled the land, right, for 1,000 years.
Right.
Therefore, in stating the fact that since Atreus at the end of Ragnarok went off on his own journey, there's a chance that we could go back to these other lands. We might be, instead of like how we did in Ragnarok, how we had different lands like that, instead of the 9 realms, like, you know, Earth, Heaven, Hell, all that shit like that, we could literally go to different fucking like timelines technically.
Yo.
That would be fucking badass. Like you go to like prime ancient Egypt. We could go to like Renaissance Italy or some shit like that. Meet up with Ezio Auditore.
Ezio was like, who the fuck?
I'm the God of War. Ares? No, I killed that son of a bitch. I killed that son of a bitch with my bare hand.
I killed a man with this thumb.
Okay.
Reznov. What do the numbers mean, Mason?
What do the numbers mean, Mason? I told you.
All right.
Talk.
Here, new topic. What is the first video game character death that ever made you cry?
Oh, that's tough, dude. Because I gotta think. You go first.
So I did grow up with a lot of games like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, but I wasn't very emotionally invested in a lot of games, you know? And I think it was just because I couldn't personally relate to a lot of characters as a kid, you know? Because as a kid, you're not fully developed yet. You don't have a full personality. You're just kind of like whatever you are is what you are type of thing, you know? It's like you throw a fucking handful of fucking apples into a basket, shake it around, and pick one out, and that's your personality for the day. That's what you are as a kid. And when I started watching Jacksepticeye, well, not when I started watching him, but when he started posting Undertale content, like right when the game came out, I was like, yo, this game's sick. And then I saw Sans, I was like, yo, Sans is, because I could relate to him, because I was a lot like Sans when I was a kid, you know? Him and I acted the same, made stupid jokes all the time. And then, bro, if this is a spoiler to you, get out from underneath of your rock. This game has been out for years. Sans dies, okay? Depending on your playthrough, he can die. And when he died, that was the first time I had ever cried over a video game character death. First time ever. It was over, and I can't believe, like, because I watch Grey's Anatomy with my aunt, and, like, I'd be seeing this shit, and there is some moments that could just be happy, and I start bawling, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm crying over a TV show that I have watched for, like, fucking half an hour, and I'm, like, 10 seasons in already. I don't know who the fuck this is, but they going through some shit, and it's making me sad. Like, why? I remember one time, I was really in my feelings. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play some Dying Light. I didn't fully tell you this story, but I kind of hinted at it, you know, the other day. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play some Dying Light. And I was playing, and I was fighting a zombie, and then the zombie backed up. He was like, no, please. You know, it was showing the humane side of him that's still there. And I was in my feelings at the time, bro. I remember I was listening to some sad-ass metal music, I think, at the time. And I had just barely heard it, and I started pouring fountains, and I just blasted that music louder, man.
Why? Fuck you, developer, you're a bitch.
Like, bro, it was so fucking stupid. Like, why did that make me cry? Like, because I sit there, and I'm like, I can't cry when I need to cry, but I can sit there and cry over a fucking zombie ID number 235. Like, bro. Fucking what the fuck?
Bro's using his full government name. Zombie ID 235.
The zombie's full government name is crazy. That is nasty.
My bad.
For the audience, Ezra just ripped gnarly cheeks.
Oh, God. Excuse me.
Eddie? What the fuck?
No, not Eddie. Dude, I can't think of the first video game character's death that I cried over.
And also, just so people who do know me is watching this, I'm not trying to talk with a deeper voice. I'm dead ass just so tired. Like, I am so tired right now.
Anywho, I gotta think. I gotta hit that thinker pose.
Was it Reznov?
That was one of the most impactful ones, but not the most.
How about the most impactful character deaths? You gotta go for it.
What's his name? Son of a bitch. I'm trying to remember.
What game is he in?
It's Mass Effect. I think it was Mass Effect 2.
I never played Mass Effect.
Dude, what's his name?
You want to know one of the, like, genuine dumbest fucking deaths I cried over?
What?
I'm trying to remember his name. So, if you guys ever played, I think it was Infinite Warfare campaign, you have this best friend that's a robot. And at the end of the game, you get ejected into space, and you spend your last dying moments with him. And that was the first time he had genuinely shown feelings. Like, actually, the robot itself had emotion. And he was like, I think I'm scared, Lieutenant. And I'm like, what the fuck? That scene got me so bad.
Chills,
That
dude.
Reznov from Rio,
chills, dude.
Reznov from
Black
fucking
Ops 1.
yeah, and bro,
Mason. Reznov died in the escape.
bro,
that
that was such a big plot twist.
And I'm just
though.
like, Reznov has been dead this whole time? Am I even real? I had like an existential crisis when that happened, and I was like, what? How long ago did Black Ops 1 come out?
we were like maybe. Ooh, I don't know. We'd have to look that up. Hold on, we're gonna look this up. It's been a minute. I'm gonna look it up on my phone because your phone literally runs like
a brick.
poo water. Yeah. BO1 release date. We would have been like 5.
Yeah, so
I should have just said it because I would have got it right.
yeah, so the first time I played it, I was 8 because I didn't have access to it for a while,
Right.
and then my dad got a PS3 and he had Black Ops 1 on it, and I played it for the first time, right, because my dad was letting me play it, right,
Yeah.
and I was playing it, and it was like, wow, this is really fun, oh, this is so cool, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that, and then we're escaping, right, and then, like, the big dude dies, getting crushed by the door. I was like, oh, that's sad, and then I get to the end of the game, and he's looking you dead in the face, he's like, Reznov has been dead this whole time, and you get the flashback, and it's showing Reznov's dead body right next to you in the tunnels, and it's like,
It's just
no, you can't fucking do that, dude, no.
I think another stupidly enough, when Voss from Far Cry 3 dies,
Ah, dude, that shit.
even though he was the main bad guy,
You know
I
what's,
would-
you know,
get like his backstory through playing the game, not the full backstory, but you can tell like he's not a bad guy.
you know what I kind of find funny about that? He's not actually the technical main bad guy. It's his sister. His sister was manipulating you the whole time.
Yeah.
He was trying to, like, knock some sense into you. He's like, dude, wake the fuck up.
But he was driven crazy from his sister.
Yes, because his sister was trying to do everything. He's like, stop. This isn't what father and mother would have wanted, all this and that. And she's like, nah, you're the bad guy. You're the bad guy. Nah, you're the bad guy.
And it was just a total.
And you're led to believe that entire gameplay that he's the bad guy, and then you kill him, and then you finally learn the truth, and it's like, I'm gonna choke this bitch out. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking choke his sister. I was like, oh, you stupid son of a bitch, you don't know he's going. This shit had me foaming from the mouth, bro. I looked like a rabid dog. I was like,
You always look like a rabid dog.
shut the fuck up, dude. You're one to speak.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what you look like? You look like the Pellberry Doughboy.
That is wild.
Creative insults. I love them.
Okay. Well, I think this is good enough for our first podcast. What do you say?
You think?
I mean,
We probably could keep going.
yeah. Well, like, we should also maybe start recording some other stuff. Maybe some gameplay. You know? Wouldn't be a bad idea. We don't have an outro yet, so this is probably going to be our first video without an outro.
Yeah, we got to think of an. We only brainstormed an intro, so we still got to think of an outro.
But,
We'll probably come up with it like right after we end the video and finish editing it and all that shit.
Well, this is a podcast, so I'm probably not going to edit.
Well, I mean, you don't have to edit too much, but may as well like edit a little bit,
Yeah, probably. Anyways, well, this has been the Late Night Gamble, and I hope our pad. Oh my God!
Our podcast is worth your time.
I hope our podcast is worth your time. Subscribe or don't. I don't care.
We just want to bring you guys funny content so you guys can enjoy your day
So
while you're watching
if you
it.
find us entertaining, subscribe and watch more. Liking the video,
Yeah, hit the like button if you want.
if you dislike it, we can't see it anyways because YouTube is just an overprotective helicopter parent for some reason.
Yep. YouTube's like, ow, that's bullying if you dislike the video. I was like, no, it's not. It's criticizing their content so they can get creative feedback.
Yeah, I would like to know if my video's doing bad.
Yeah, I'd like to know what the people want. And half the time, any content, any freaking comment that's on a video that's any somewhat offensive is like, oh, well, I think your video is blah, 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 because of blah, 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 blah. It's like, we're removing your comment.
But yeah, if you guys got any ideas on what we should talk about, any games we should play, I'll start adding more to the wheel, because right now we got, 4 things to talk about, maybe 6, 7 games to play. I'm not going to spoil any of the games, because I'd rather you guys just see them on the wheel.
Oh, and next podcast, we could talk about a little bit about Sun Wukong. Because that does look really good.
It does look really good, but I would rather talk about it when I know stuff about it.
Yeah,
You know what
obviously,
I mean?
we
But I
can-
don't want to watch the game. I want to play it for myself,
I know.
come back and start giving our input.
I know, that's the thing. That's one of the best ways to do it, too, is have your own actual input because you played it.
Because I don't want to just go watch some videos, people talk about it, and then just start revoicing their opinion.
Yeah.
That's just not authentic.
Yeah.
And it's just not the way we roll. We don't jelly roll like that.
No, I mean, you did. I'm just kidding.
Fuck off. Alright, anyways, thank you for coming to our TED Talk, I
But
guess.
yeah, that's it. This is our video, and thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want, like the video, share with your friends.
Let's just hope you hit the jackpot.